Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lieutenant Stephen Rogers. I'm only going to spend a few minutes with you. I'm coming on at this hour to inform you that YouTube has taken down the interview I had with Pastor Pawlowski, that hero Canadian pastor who had a compelling story about his time in Poland. And when he came to Canada, he ran into a brick wall named Justin Trudeau. Uh, Also, during that interview, I had made statements regarding the influence of the Communist Party here in America and in Canada. I've made comments about the fact that the leaders of our country here in the United States and Canada and other places are embracing the ideology of Marx, Lenin, and Stalin. Well, I don't make any apologies for that. I stand by what I said. Apparently, YouTube feels that that content is offensive. Could you imagine, folks? They feel that that content is offensive. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, we are on YouTube as well as multiple platforms. So I suppose that after I'm through to what I'm saying tonight, we're not going to be on YouTube anymore. Well, that's fine. We were ready. So I'm asking all of you to look at Rumble, look at CloudHub. I don't know how long we're going to be here on Facebook. We'll be here as long as possible. But the fact of the matter is, my message to those of you who work at YouTube, you might want to take a look at CNN here in the United States. They're going down. They're burning down. They can't get enough viewers. In fact, the Mickey Mouse Club has more viewers than they do. So they're gone, and they're all going to be on unemployment. You see what's happening to Twitter? Well, they're going to be gone too, because there are a lot of entrepreneurs in this country, the United States of America, the land of opportunity. A lot of entrepreneurs in Canada. Somebody with a lot of brains and a lot of money and a lot of power are going to be able to set up social media platforms where free speech will reign. So you'll be out of a job, Mr. YouTube land, and others who are working contrary to the Constitution of the United States. Now, I get it. It's a private company. You can do what you want. But when you don't respect this flag behind me and the people who fought for this country to give them the right of free speech, well, that's where the line is drawn. I believe that those in this country, the United States, who are opposed to our Constitution, who are opposed to the Canadian Charter of Rights, who are opposed to all free people, it shows me one thing and one thing only, that you are afraid of us. You're scared to death of us. You're in fear of us. And to send me a message that our content did not measure up to your standards. What are your standards? The Ayatollah? Are your standards the violent criminals? Are your standards the most terrible, ruthless people on earth getting on the airwaves, and they're not flagged? But that's okay. We expected this to happen, and we've been prepared. So my message to our followers, number one, if YouTube doesn't ban us sooner or later, we're banning them. We've got a lot of people who are networked all over the world, all over the country. In fact, we've got people who we know are pretty close to people who work for YouTube. The idea is these companies get taken down when you go after their stockholders, when you go after their financial flow. All they care about is money. And that's going to happen. That's going to happen. So I'm urging all of you to share this message as long as we could, okay? And but also campaignforamerica.com. This is why for months, for a year and a half, we've been asking our followers and our supporters to get to our website, just get to our contact information page, put down your email. That's all we need. You don't have to put anything else but your email down, and we're going to at least hold on to your email so that if the time comes when all of us conservatives are not going to be able to get on the internet for a while, we have your emails, and we'll be able to communicate with you one way or the other. Look, we free people, right? We're pretty industrious. We know how to get things done. So if we have to go back to smoke signals, we're going to do that. My point is, we're not going to be defeated. Free people are not going to be defeated. And I tell the people in YouTube land, in Twitter land, and all of these other lands where they feel that they're king and we're the servants. Well, guess where the kings end up? You know where the throne ends up? Right inside the gates of hell. So look at history. Look at what's happened to every king from the early biblical days to the book of Revelation, and look at the history of Rome. I mean, I could go on and on and on. So to judge us to judge freedom-loving people. And by the way, the veterans in Canada, the veterans here in America, I'm talking about combat vets who have gotten on the air, who fought and shed their blood so that they could get on there and express their views, whether you like it or not. For you all to unilaterally just take people off the airwaves, that's a disgrace. So that's why I came on, folks. Now YouTube people are scratching their heads, bringing this video, I'm sure, to their execs, saying, "What are we going to do with this guy?" Oh, well, this guy's got to go. So, so if you've been following us on YouTube, we got almost, I think, 1,500 subscribers on YouTube. It's been growing every day. Switch over to Rumble. Those here on Facebook do the same thing. If you don't have the Rumble link, get to our contact page, campaign4america.com. We'll send you the link. We need to stay connected, folks. They think they're going to scare us. Well, we're going to scare them, because we're going to pop up every single place, every single hour, every single day and night. We're going to pop up. And they're going to hear 3 words. And I've said it all along. Only 3 words. Let freedom ring. All right, folks. So look, you all have a great weekend. I pray that God blesses you. And yes, we did. We did send out a request for some donations and contributions. Why? We have grown in leaps and bounds. I mean, we're just soaring with regard to people contacting us. We've got, I believe, over 45,000 Twitter followers. We've got, between our Facebook pages and our other social media platforms, close to another 35 or 40,000, and we're growing. Now, if they stop that, guess what? We've got the emails, all right? Thousands of them. And we'll use the U.S. mail. We'll use the mail service if we have to. Again, it's expensive, yeah, but nothing is more of an investment in this world than our freedom, especially for our children and grandchildren. So if you could help us out a little, I've never done this before, folks. I don't like doing it because I know you have bills to pay. But after hearing the pastor last night and understanding the gravity of the situation in Canada and how quick it could get here, if we all don't come together and do our part, we're going to leave our children with ashes. It ain't going to happen as long as I'm alive. So that's it, folks. So campaign4america.com. You'll see our contact page. You'll see a little bar that says donate. If you can, that's great. If you can't, you can donate a prayer. How's that? Just say a prayer for us that we continue to fight the good fight of faith. So that's it, folks. Share this, spread the word. Go over to Rumble. Go over to Cloud Hub. Stay on Facebook. I think we're pretty safe here right now because they've got their own problems with the U.S. Congress right now, and they don't want to step on another minefield. So that's it, folks. God bless you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Monday night, we'll see you. That's when we talk about America's issues. And Thursday night, that's when we address Canada's issues. And we got some exciting guests. And by the way, for the Canadians, we are working on getting some of your candidates for public office on the air. Wouldn't that be wonderful? As we are going to do with American conservative candidates on Monday night. All right. God bless you all. Thank you. Have a great weekend. I'm Lieutenant Stephen Rogers.